Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Kara. Welcome to Girl Talk, where we discuss all things girly, fashion, food, and how to deal with those X and Y chromosomes. Okay, hey guys, welcome back to Girl Talk. We have a very special guest today and a very special episode. And I have Corey Alexander here, who's one of the owners of All People Coffee, and I'm really excited to start this episode. So, just right off the bat, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Kara. My name is Corey Alexander. I am originally from Las Vegas, Nevada. I've been here in Nashville for many years though. I went to high school in Gallatin at Station Camp High School. We talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
I was an athlete there. I graduated top of my class. Went to the University of Pittsburgh my freshman year. Ran track, played football. Ended up transferring to Tennessee, where I finished playing football and track. Graduated and started my first company. 8, 9, 10 years later, here we are in a coffee shop. So a little bit different, but it's the long and short.
Yeah. A little disclaimer, we are filming this at All People Coffee, so if it gets a little loud, that is why. So just bear with us. But super excited to have Corey on Girl Talk.
Thank you.
Yay! Anyways, so how did All People just come to be?
All People was a brainchild of my business partner, Bradley Bruce.
Okay.
So Dr. Bruce is a phenomenal human being, and he came to me with the idea and said, "Hey Corey, I want to do a coffee shop and a bike shop." I said, "That sounds like a great idea. You should do that." And he said, "You want to do it with me?" I said, "Absolutely not. No, I don't want to do a bike shop."
Yeah.
I said, "Okay, well, I want to do some business with you. What do you want to do?" I said, "Well, let's do a coffee shop. I think that's a great idea. But let's also pair it with other things like wine." And from there, it kind of morphed into a coffee shop, a wine bar. We have liquor. We have nationally self-poured tap roll. So it kind of went from a little coffee and bike shop to ultimately what you see here.
Nice. That's really great. And I've been here several times, and I love the environment.
Good.
So,
I'm glad.
how did you guys come up with the name, though?
All People originally came from the idea and the concept that we wanted a place for all people to come and enjoy spending time together, drinking coffee, having a beer, a glass of wine. One of my athletes in one of my other companies, we were driving down the street and we passed by this location. He said, "Hey coach, that's going to be your shop." I said, "Yeah, it is." He said, "I've never been to a coffee shop."
Wow.
And it kind of hit me. And he's a young black man. I said, "What do you mean you've never been to a coffee shop?" He goes, "I didn't think it was for us."
Oh.
And I said, "Well, coffee's for all people."
Yeah.
So the name kind of stuck.
That's really beautiful. Oh my gosh. I could not imagine not stepping foot in a coffee shop.
Me neither.
That's literally what I run on. Oh my gosh, but that's really great. And I'm all about inclusivity and all that. And that's what Girl Talk's about. So like,
It's important.
yeah, it's really exciting that I have you on here because I feel like
Agree.
everyone's like, oh, Girl Talk's down a bunch of females. Not true. We're talking about everything under the sun. So still kind of in the realm of coffee, what is your go-to coffee order?
My go-to coffee order. Historically, it's a Cuban with a pump of vanilla and a pump of caramel. But lately, I've been drinking an Americano, which is this espresso with water, hot water, and a little bit of half and half. Yeah, changing it up.
Yeah, you got to. Who knows? It's 2022. Switch it up.
Just switch it up a little bit.
And I know you said you own several businesses.
I do.
So what made you go through that career path?
I don't think that's something that, I don't think being an entrepreneur, I guess you can call it an entrepreneur, a business person, a businessman, is something that you choose to do.
Yeah.
You kind of stumble into it. I think every business owner will tell you, you don't try to be great at business, you just have an idea sometimes.
Yeah.
You run with it. Or you have a passion and you want to take that passion and make $1 or $2, or you want to impact the community. So for me, I loved sports. I played sports. I grew up in sports. My dad played professional football. My mom was a professional cheerleader. Like, sports was life for me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to stay in sports. So I started my first company in sports. And ended up doing pretty well at it. And then that company turned to another company that, surrounded by athletics. And then we start putting other pieces together, and eventually you mess something up enough times you learn how to be good at it.
So true.
And that's kind of how we've stumbled into being a coffee shop owner. It's not everything you want to do all the time. You don't necessarily say, I'm gonna be a barista today. But sometimes it just falls in your lap. And I've been blessed to get to where I am. And why this place, why any business, is because I love helping people. I really want to help people, change communities, be there for those who, maybe need somebody to help them out a little bit. And that's why we're here.
It's really beautiful. Everything you just have said, I agree with. I'm all about representation and helping people. This is why I want to be a teacher. Educating the next generation. It's so great, and I love the whole essence of all people and just your message in general, which is just really exciting.
It is exciting. It's exciting to be here in this community, a community that, one, we lack a lot of Black-owned business, but as a whole, Nashville could use more Black-owned business. But number two, Cleveland Park, Highland Heights, this whole community really needed a place to go, a coffee shop that was centered in the community. And I think that it's really going to change the area.
That's a perfect segue kind of into my next question. Just like, how does it feel to be a Black-owned business and just giving back, I guess, to your community and being that representation?
I don't know. I won't say that I represent the community by any standard. I hope that when the community looks at me, or people look at me from the outside, that the community would be proud, number one. But I won't say that I'm the greatest representative of this community. But what I will say is being a Black man in the city of Nashville is a beautiful thing because it's changing. The city's changing, growth is happening, progress is happening, and being a Black-owned business here, we've been welcomed with open arms. It doesn't matter what you look like, where you come from, who you love, who you worship. People have really received us well. And I think that is the greatest thing about this city, is that we are growing, we are changing, we are becoming more inclusive, like you said. And we feel really included. So it's been great.
I already tell. I don't have a TikTok, but I get TikToks sent to me, and you guys were on one of the TikToks. It's like Black-owned businesses go Nashville, and all people were on there. So I was like, that's really exciting, and I'm super excited to just see this place grow, and just to see what you guys have to offer. I love coffee for one, and I've already loved this place. I don't even know how many times I've been here already. So
I'm happy to have you as many times, as much as you like.
But just representation is just a big thing for me. Because just going through college to be a Black teacher, I've never had a Black teacher until I got to college.
Wow.
So just what does that kind of mean to you? Because it's a huge deal. I feel like that you are a Black male, and your partner is also, your business owner is also a Black male, and you guys have successfully opened up this coffee shop, and you also have other businesses. So how does that feel?
Sometimes it can be isolating. It can be isolating. It's not easy not having a lot of people who look like you do what you do.
Right.
Because you don't have a lot of peers, you don't have a whole lot of people you can talk to. But at the end of the day, it is a beautiful thing because you have people like Bradley who want to change the community. You have people who support you, and you have people who want to do podcasts with you to talk about these things, because we have to talk about these things. We have to talk about the issues of a lack of representation in our communities, in our government, in our businesses, in everywhere. So the best way to do that is to have open dialogue, have open conversation, and then do something about it. Like open a business. So if people want to change the world, they've got to actually make a change in themselves. And then eventually other people are going to tag along. And I think that's where we are right now. So for me, it's a beautiful journey. It's not always an easy journey. Don't get me wrong. It's not always fun. Today, with one of my businesses, it's been a dumpster fire all day long. I'm not going to lie about it. But then, getting to sit down with you and look back at things, it's like, you know what? Even the bad days aren't so bad whenever you know you're doing something to better the world around you. So it's been great.
Yeah, that's really, that's really exciting. I love that. What would you say is your favorite business, if you had to pick one that you created?
Oh, goodness. I don't know if I have a favorite business. They're all my babies. Now,
Yeah.
with that being said, you know, your parents will never tell you if they have a favorite. They won't.
I'm the favorite.
I'm sure. They'll never actually say it out loud, but we always have that one favorite. Or, for me, it's I have the ones that are less problems than the others.
Yeah.
But they all have their own issues. So, I don't know I'm going to say that I have a necessary favorite. I have a first love.
Okay.
And that was College Bound. That was my first love.
Your first one?
That was my first company. It's still doing well today. It's helping high school athletes get into college. But at the end of the day, I love all of my businesses. They all make me want to just disappear forever sometimes. But at the end of the day, I love what I do. I really do.
Speaking of that, because I know in our past conversation, Corey owns six businesses, which is amazing.
It's too much.
But it sounds like a lot. How do you have time though? Like, what does your schedule look like? Just for like social life and for family and friends?
I don't sleep.
It doesn't sound like you do.
No, but along with businesses, I'm still in the Army National Guard, so I still serve. I stay very busy, but I'm very structured.
Okay.
So I still find time to work out every day. I still find time to go home and spend time with family, and I still find time to hang out with friends and go. A lot of times people meet me here now, so it's pretty great. I kill two birds with one stone, sometimes three if I'm working on another company here.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm very structured in my day. I have a very, very tight schedule. But you make time for what's important.
Yeah.
You know, you make time for things like interviewing. You make time for having good conversation. We're in a coffee shop, you know. The grinder's gonna be going.
That's gonna get cut. It's okay.
But you make time for the little things that matter.
Yeah.
It's a different world with how busy you can get. And I caution anyone to don't do what I do. It's not smart nor healthy.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Don't try this at home, kids. But at the end of the day, it's extremely rewarding, and I think I keep doing it not for my own glory or pleasure. It's not for me.
Yeah.
I think my dad is probably the person who told me that the most. He goes, "What you do in life is not about you." And I kind of taken that with me, that it's not about me. You know, as kids growing up, or especially as athletes, you know, we think that, you know, it's about me. Give me the ball. I want the limelight sometimes. You know, it's about what can I do? What can I receive? And he told me from an early age, it's not about you, son. And I always thought, well, I'd like for it to be about me sometimes, but no. It's about helping others, being there for others, and creating and doing things for the world around you. That's a life worth living.
That's facts right there, guys. Oh! That sounds like a really wise guy. Yeah, I think those are all the questions that I have for right now. But I ask the same set of questions that everyone comes on here.
Please.
So, what is one thing you want people to take away from you being on this episode?
So one thing that I can say I want people to take away from this episode, at least, is that if you have an idea, you have a passion, you have anything in business that you may want to try. Don't be afraid to try, because we need you to do it.
Yeah.
You need to do it for you, but the community probably needs you to do it as well. Somebody out there needs what your idea is. And if you don't do it, somebody else will try it. And at the end of the day, you know, you don't lose anything by trying. Losing is not failing. Losing is not failing. And the way I say it is, I never lose. I learn, right?
Yeah.
So anytime you think you may take a loss, it's just an opportunity to learn and get better.
Yeah. Oh, so beautiful. Yeah, I will say this is a new endeavor for me, this podcast. I started it in December of last year, and I didn't think Corey was going to want to do this interview with me, because I'm like, this is new, this is my baby, I was like, he's so established, so thank you for doing that.
Happy to be here.
The second question is, what is one book that has changed your life?
One book that has changed my life. You know, it's hard because I'm finishing my doctorate. I'm actually in my last week of my coursework. And I've read so many good books in my doctoral program that have really impacted the way that I run my life, the way I operate business, the way that I treat other people. So, Leadership, Theory and Practice by Peter Nordhaus is a really good one because it teaches you how to be a leader, but not just how to be a leader, but how to talk to people, how to work with people, how to disagree appropriately, how to praise people, how to look internally and see what your flaws are. The second book, I'm going to take a second one too.
Okay.
The second book is actually one that I'm reading currently called Crucial Conversations and Crucial Accountability by Patterson. Such a good book because it teaches you how to have those difficult conversations that you don't want to have sometimes.
Yeah.
It teaches you how to not avoid conflict, but how to work through issues with individuals in appropriate manners, and how to keep people accountable, including yourself, which a lot of us don't do.
Yeah.
We do not do that well. So those books are probably the ones that have really impacted my life, and especially in business too.
Oh, be on the lookout, guys. Dr. Alexander coming at you. When will you be finished with that?
Coursework is done next week, Wednesday. A week from today.
Oh, wow.
No, a week from tomorrow.
Okay.
A week from tomorrow. And I will hopefully defend my dissertation and be hooded May 7th.
Woo!
We'll see.
So be on the lookout for Dr. Alexander in the streets. Who is someone you look up to?
My mom. My mom had me at 16, young mom. And she is now the vice chancellor of a university in North Carolina.
Wow.
She is Dr. Mari Ross Alexander, brilliant woman. But most of the time, young black moms don't make it to become doctors. And she did. You know, teenage moms.
Yeah.
She did. So she started companies herself, multiple companies, and I talked to her right before I got on the show, and she says, "You need to stop being like me too much." Because I was like, I've got to go here, here, and here. And she's like, "You're doing too much." And I was like, sound like somebody I know. So
Yeah.
I look up to my mom. She's my hero.
Yeah. Get that from my mom too. But man, your mom sounds like a girl boss.
She is.
You need to have her on here.
She's a boss.
But kudos to her for raising such a great young man. But she seems awesome.
She's good.
All right. What's one thing you love about women or just girls in general?
One thing I love about women. Women are the most beautiful creatures in the entire universe. Intelligence, grace, caring, love, compassion. God did his thing when he created the world. Because without women, we wouldn't be here. That's just the truth. The most important thing I love about women is that a strong woman can build a strong man. Can always build a strong man.
Yeah.
A strong man can't always build a strong man. So, yeah, I think that strong women rule the world.
Nice. And lastly, the most important question ever is, what's your skincare routine at the moment?
My skincare routine. So, ladies, gentlemen, this is actually a thing.
Okay.
I do take care of my skin.
As you should.
Number one, washing your face is critical. Gotta wash your face.
Yeah.
Good soap and water, wash your face, but then use a good cleanser. Witch hazel, it's important.
Oh, yeah.
Get witch hazel, get in there. Get all your blackheads and whiteheads out, flush that skin out, and then moisturize. If you do not moisturize your skin, ladies, gentlemen, if you don't moisturize your skin, it's gonna crack.
Yeah.
Black don't crack, so you gotta keep moisturizing skin. You know, it's important. Taking care of yourself is important, and I try to.
Yeah. I will say he has great skin. He does.
Lighting is good in here.
Yeah, and the lighting is really good right now, but he has really good skin. So yeah, that concludes our episode. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
taking time out of your day, your
Happy to be here.
busy day, to talk to me. I really appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be back, guys, because everyone needs to hear about his wisdom, and he's probably gonna come back as a doctor. So,
Hopefully.
yeah. So fingers crossed for that. But just to leave you guys with one of my favorite quotes from the book The Help, always remember, you are kind, you are smart, you are important. See you guys